2014 Season 1 MTV Vocal Fusion winner. Put your hands together for Jacob Ilave.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Rendez-Vous with Leanne. I'm your host, Leanne, and I am joined by the very talented Season 1 winner of Vocal Fusion. Welcome, Jacob. How are you?
I am good, thanks. How are you doing, Leanne?
I'm fine. So, you're the winner of Vocal Fusion. How does that feel like?
Well, yeah, I guess I wasn't expecting it but to be this big, or, you know, I didn't think it would catch on and that so many people in the country would be following it. But yeah, I mean, it is a big deal, and yeah, it's just gotten a bit crazy now. Anywhere I go and stuff, people are coming up saying, "Oh, congratulations!"
So you're being recognized everywhere you go?
Pretty much, yeah. Supermarkets, anywhere, like just going out anywhere, even walking on the street, people are like, "Hey, it's Jacob Ilave."
What do they call you? Just Jacob Ilave?
Most of them actually just say Vocal Fusion. Vocal Fusion.
Okay, okay.
I don't mind, but yeah, it's either that or Jacob or Mr. Ilave, come up, shake my hands. Tell me about their kids being fans and stuff, and it's just, yeah, it's been really cool.
So are you liking it?
It's not that I'm not liking it, I guess I'm just not used to it.
Yeah,
so
sure.
When there's all this attention given to me, suddenly it's just, yeah, I'm always now starting to become a lot more conscious about what I'm doing or how I look in public places and stuff.
Yeah, so you're 50,000 richer. What are you doing right now?
Well, I don't actually have any fixed plans for it, but there is a couple of things at home that need fixing up, or you know, hoping to do some stuff for my mom, just help her be a bit more comfortable and stuff. But yeah, there's no solid plans. Yeah, Christmas coming up, so maybe I can get some nice gifts for my family. True.
So it's just the perfect timing that you won this show and all this money.
Yeah.
Christmas time. Okay, so you mentioned your mom, and your mom was always there, you know, during all of your recordings. How has this changed her life? I mean, how proud of you is she?
She's been incredibly supportive, and I mean, it hasn't just been for Vocal Fusion. Pretty much for anything we've done, me and my siblings in our lives, my mom's always been there to support us.
Sure.
So when Vocal Fusion came up, it wasn't any exception. She was there cheering every night. She's quite a strong Christian, so being in that club scene was a bit of a challenge for her, but she didn't let that get in the way of supporting her sons doing what we love the most. Okay. So I mean, she's been incredible. Okay,
so tell us a little bit about your upbringing, life at home before you became who you are now.
Well, we live in a little bungalow, 3-bedroom house place. We all grew up together. That was my parents and myself and 7 other siblings, my brother and 6 sisters. Okay. So it was a bit crowded, but I guess that way we always, you always had someone to play with, or you always had. So that way it was always very lively, very noisy at home. Although it was crowded and we had to share a lot of things, I really didn't mind it, because it really sort of taught me a lot of good things about, like sharing and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, it was really good. My mom's always been fantastic at raising all of us and giving all of us the right amount of attention. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so your mom, where exactly are you from? I mean, you all look like you're biracial.
Yeah, no, my dad's from the Gulf province, from a small village in East Kerama. Yeah. And my mother is, well, she's Malaysian, a Malaysian citizen, but of Chinese descent. So her great-grandfather is Chinese from one of the southern parts in China. And so after meeting my dad, they're both studying in England. Oh, all right. Weird enough. Papua New Guinea, China, Malaysia, and they were both in England. After 4 months of dating, they got married. And then,
what?
Yep.
4 months of dating.
Anyway, so then they both moved here to PNG and had us 8 kids, and we've all been born and raised here.
And so your mom just willingly followed your dad?
Very willingly.
Wow, if that isn't love, I do not know what is. Okay, so you competed with your brother in Vocal Fusion. How has that changed with you being the winner? How has the relationship changed?
Well, my brother and I have always sort of competed in anything. I mean, well, not exactly, but I'd try following his footsteps and beat him, like even from video games to sports to anything. He was always better than me. However, Vocal Fusion sort of brought us a bit more together. We both
so he's a bit older than you?
He is. He's 5 years older than me, and yeah. So there's, besides this big age difference, there's a lot of difference in what we like and stuff. He's a bit more simple, doesn't like dressing up fancy or anything. But our love for music is one thing that really sort of brought us together. Yeah. And being in Vocal Fusion every step of the way, all the way to the grand finals, I'm just so glad that my brother was there to help support me and stuff. He's been very gracious about it all. Sure. I mean, he is more vocally mature than me in many ways. He's been studying music a bit longer, but yet when I ended up winning, and then he was still very supportive and gracious. And all right. So this love for music, where did it start? Tell us a little bit about that. I honestly don't know. We were all sort of just born and raised on music. Okay. Both my parents were really into the music scene. My mom, she loves singing, playing guitar. She sings stuff like opera. My dad used to be part of a band when he was in university and stuff. So they basically raised us in music. Growing up, we went to church. They got us involved in the church band, in the church choir and stuff. So we've always just had music around. Yeah. And so I guess there's like 5 guitars at home or something. All right. Okay. All right. So being the winner of the first season of Vocal Fusion, one of the prizes, I understand, was you're going to go over to Sydney to record a single, is it? Yes. Yep, a single with Ministry of Sound. So tell us a little bit about that. How excited are you? Because this is Ministry of Sound. Exactly. I'm extremely excited. I mean, some of my favorite songs and stuff have all been produced through the Ministry of Sound. Same. So when I actually, realized that I had this opportunity, it was unreal. I was blown away. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the trip, which will happen end of February, early March. Okay, so do you have an idea of what song, or are you going to give any creative contribution to this song, or? Well, I'm writing a stack of songs right now. Okay. Just not sure about what to expect there, honestly. So I'll just prepare myself as much as possible and then go, and I know it's going to be awesome. Okay, good game plan you have there. So you're a songwriter. Where do you get your inspiration from? Well, songwriting, I guess it just happens at random times. Sometimes, I wake up in the morning, in the middle of the night, morning-ish, 4:30, and then I just have an idea. So I just grab my phone and then quickly type it up before I forget. Jeez, or if, I have a tune stuck in my head, I just hit the record button and then just record the melody. And you can't really sit down and decide and say, okay, I'm going to write a song now. But you just, I don't know, at random times when stuff comes to you, you just collect all of that. And then when you actually sit down, just bring it all together and you got a song. So a lot of great things that Jacob has lined up for his near future. More when we come back. Welcome back to the show. Now to something I know a lot of you young ladies out there are really, really keen on listening in on. Your love life, Jacob. Let us know a little bit about your love life. What's happening? Now that you're, as I said, 50,000 richer, I'm sure a lot of the ladies out there are very eager to meet you. Well, first let me shuffle in my seat uncomfortably. Well, I don't know, I have been receiving a fair bit of attention. Girls giggling as I walk by, even some people inboxing me on Facebook or writing statuses on my wall saying, oh, I don't blame them. You're a very good looking young man, but is there a special someone out there? Well, I'm still officially single at the moment. Okay. But there is a person that I've been sort of just... A person, a person. And for their safety, I won't disclose the name. Of course, we understand. But I wouldn't want the fact that I won Vocal Fusion or 50,000 to really change what what a girl would be interested in me.
So basically the gold diggers.
Yeah. No, not the gold diggers, but
Yeah.
no, I don't know. This is
Oh, awkward question.
a little awkward, but nah, yeah. It's just keeping it. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your ideal woman.
Well, this is a good question. Well,
Like, let's say someone that you would definitely want to take home to mama.
Okay, take home to mama. Okay, that's made things a bit easier. Well, I'm not fantastically picky about, they have to this or this certain qualities, but just basically someone real. I mean, of course, I do admire those in a similar field, an artist. If you sing, play guitar, that always helps you get noticed. But yeah, just basically, because my family is my life, she'd have to really sort of get along with my family, understand how much time and stuff that I do spend with my family. Yeah. Otherwise, basically, I'm not particularly fussy. Okay. Okay, she's got to be pretty. Oh, I confess, yes.
It's got to be pretty.
Got to be pretty.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah. More importantly is how pretty she is inside.
Okay.
And,
nice. Very, very deep and meaningful of you.
I know.
Okay. So we're talking about 50,000. Tell us about your plans for this money. I mean, you're young. You have your whole life ahead of you. How are you budgeting it, or did you just blow it all up?
No, you're definitely trying to work out a budget. I still, it's not like there was something I've been saving for a long time, so it's not like I'm immediately having any plans for it. But otherwise, basically, yeah, besides saving a portion for school fees and stuff for when I return to studies, I do plan to help my mum out a bit in terms of maybe even doing some maintenance and stuff around the house, even just some basic needs. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, no specific plans, really.
So you mentioned return to studies. I understand that you actually won a scholarship to go to study abroad. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
This was in 2011 after high school at Port Moresby International School. I attended, I was doing the Science Foundation at the University of Papua New Guinea. I did it there for a semester, during which I applied for various scholarships. And then when I got called back for some interviews and stuff, and afterwards told that I got the scholarship, I ended up not finishing my second semester there, but going straight to China, where I spent a year first learning the Mandarin, Chinese Mandarin.
So you speak Chinese?
Stuff. Yes, I like to think I'm
Can
fluent.
you say a little something for us? Tell us your name.
Okay, well, my Chinese name comes from the pronunciation of my English name, Jacob. So my Chinese name is Yagebu. So yeah, we're given those names when we got there pretty much. First year was hardcore, 8 a.m. to 5. Chinese, we had speaking classes, reading classes, character classes, just general comprehensive and listening. And then in the second semester that year, we started studying Chinese in our fields that we plan to continue on in. So that's when I started studying Chinese for science. So yeah, after that, then I changed universities, moved to Beijing, where I continued my degree in mechanical engineering and automation. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, so mechanical engineering all the way to a season 1 winner of Vocal Fusion. How did that happen?
Well,
I mean, was your mom pleased, or?
My mom, like I said, has been ever supportive of whatever decisions we make. And when this opportunity came out, I saw the ads on TV, and I'm like, hey, what is this Vocal Fusion thing? And auditions rolled around. I'm like, all right, I might as well try it out. And I guess since then, it just flowed all the way till here.
Okay. So do you have plans to go back to studies? How important are studies to you?
Studies are very important. Nowadays, any young person needs at least a degree qualification to really get a decent paid job. So I definitely plan on going back to doing studies, be it either in music or even back to my mechanics. But, I do definitely plan to go back in. Kids, stay in school, do well. It'll help you out so much.
So in China, you were practically alone. Like, how was that like, living away from family?
It was definitely tough because, like I said, growing up in a rowdy, crowded family home,
Yeah.
actually being by yourself and having your own space is kind of a weird feeling for me. But I guess I was able to make quite a few good friends there, also from Papua New Guinea and from other neighboring Pacific countries. So I sort of did have my little family there. But otherwise, yeah, it was very different, you know, budgeting your own money, making sure that you have enough to go. We did receive a monthly stipend from the scholarship committee. But then, yeah, otherwise having to make sure, clean your place, make sure you cook your food. I mean, eating McDonald's is awesome, but you can't do that every day.
Yeah. But it taught you to grow up and be matured. So you know that you seem like a very matured young man.
Oh, definitely, it's helped me appreciate a lot more. And yeah, just
So besides missing your mom's cooking, what else did you miss from Papua New Guinea?
Definitely, my mom's cooking was. I cried several nights over that. Basically, my family and friends and the environment here. There, it's very different. I was studying my degree in Beijing, so it's a very crowded city, lots of heavy traffic. You know, if you want to go anywhere, you need to plan at least an hour in advance. Very different life, I mean, as compared to the easy laid-back Moresby, where everything's sort of close by, and it'll take you a 10-15 minute drive to get anywhere. So that was very different. The people, they're very different. I mean, no one there speaks English. It's maybe the university students, but otherwise, you know, when you're catching a cab, when you're in a store trying to buy something, or even ordering McDonald's, you have to be able to speak Chinese.
So from the big city life back to Port Moresby, I mean, how are you settling in, or have you settled in?
Well, even though I was away for a few years, I did come back during holidays and stuff. And I guess I'll just say I've never really gotten used to the big city, so it's not like I had to make any huge changes and transitions to come back here. But yeah, Moresby is growing and developing on its own. I mean, you just got all these buildings going up everywhere, and then the development of all these facilities for upcoming events such as the Pacific Games in June. July. Like the Pacific Games in July. But yeah, so Moresby is developing really fast too. I like it here.
And so how do you stay in touch with your friends over in China?
Definitely. I made quite a few good friends that I'd like to keep for the rest of my life. But yeah, there, because Facebook is blocked and YouTube and stuff. I have my own, like, either WhatsApping them or just getting in touch with them, emailing them, finding out how they are. They likewise also check up on me and see how I'm doing here. So it's really cool.
So there you have it, from the big city life back to Port Moresby. We'll have more when we return.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my
So as the winner of Vocal Fusion, there's been a lot of, you know, feedback basically, and like criticism, both good and bad. A lot of people that have been saying that you don't deserve to have won and that someone else should have won. How do you deal with this? I mean, how do you feel?
Well, firstly, I reckon, it was a very close competition. I mean, the final four, even some of the ones before that, there was really high talent and skill level there. So it really could have gone any way. I guess it just came down to little things like song choices and costumes when you look at it. Like I said, I do agree with some of them. I mean, like, you have incredible voices like Delma and even my brother, who's more vocally mature. So I mean, I I wouldn't mind if I got it or not.
But the bottom line is that you had no deciding factor in this. You were just awarded the crown, basically. So you had nothing to do with this choice.
Yeah, yeah, no,
But,
that was the case.
Yeah, but I mean, you're the winner now, and how have the fans been treating you?
Well, it's generally, there's only been like positive, you know, people
Yeah.
saying congratulations, we
Yeah.
were supporting you all the way.
Sure.
Then again, you get the occasional comment or stuff of people saying, oh, this person should have won, or this person should have won, or you don't deserve it. Like I said, I've learned to, one thing Lysa told us right at the beginning of Vocal Fusion was to stay positive no matter what happens. So I have taken this on, and I mean, I do like criticism, constructive criticism. If it's from people I respect, be it in the music industry or whatever, then yes, I do take that criticism, whereas I've learned to ignore basically any sort of sour comments from people bitter about this or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very matured answer, Jacob. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so this whole debacle about like when the finals night and then the day after it was revealed, instead of waiting for Sunday, was it, when it's actually played? Like, it wasn't played live. I mean, it didn't air live. So it was a week before any announcement was made. But then there were comments, and like basically the cat got out of the bag too quickly. How were you feeling during this whole time with all these, you know, haters, all of this fans?
Well, yeah, because we did the final, we recorded the grand finals on the Monday and it showed on the Sunday.
Yeah.
So there was 6 days between the time between we actually knew knew the verdict and the time the whole country would know. But there in the grand finals, there was a lot of people there. I mean, there was a huge crowd. So I reckon one way or the other, the cat would have gotten out of the bag, even if we tried to cap it. But quite a lot of people were disappointed. They wanted, you know, to actually watch the grand finals and see, oh, okay, yeah, no, I reckon this person should win, this person should win when they announce the winner. But
I mean, you can understand where they're coming from, that they wanted it to be a surprise.
Absolutely. I know if I was a viewer just watching the show, I'd want that to be the case as well. Maybe even have like a live grand final. But otherwise, I mean, there was really nothing you could do about it with that many people, and then some people in the media and stuff. It was bound to get out.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about behind the scenes of Vocal Fusion. What did you all get up to?
Oh, now this is an interesting question.
Juicy.
Well, we're all actually pretty boring bunch. No, but there was a bit of a few relations between a few
really?
the contestants.
I'm sure the public would love to know about that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was a bit more when there were a few more of us. I think it was top 20, top 40. There were, of course, like I said, little relationships formed between people and stuff. As for us top 4, I didn't really, I don't know, I just try to keep focused on the competition, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother Steven has his partner, and Delma has hers, and Teresa, maybe I'll let Teresa come and explain for herself.
Okay.
But otherwise, yeah, there was, we all had a lot of fun, and we all became really good friends. So besides, of course, romantic stuff that would happen, we just developed a lot of great friendships that will not only be useful now, but...
So was there any catty or, you know, disagreements, catty remarks? Is there any jealousy?
Well, if there was any jealousy, people didn't say it out loud. But yeah, of course you could tell there's a bit of friction and tension between some of the contestants. Yeah. But we try to stay as mature about it as possible to, one, not cause a spectacle or some big scandal to happen on the news, and also just to, I guess, for our own greater good, to just try to put the differences aside. So, I mean, in the future, this was just a competition that sort of helped us launch our careers. But then, yeah, in the future, we'll be able to work together and collaborate. So it's important to keep good relations with everyone and anyone you meet in something like Vocal Fusion.
So you talk about the future, or your future in music in Papua New Guinea. What do you think about the music industry in Papua New Guinea? I mean, it's quite young, but
it is young, but there is so much talent. I guess it just needs opportunities to be out there. That's why I'm so glad MTV is continuing with Vocal Fusion to actually really, you know, give that opportunity to a lot of this young talent.
Yeah.
I do reckon personally that the music here lacks. There's still, you know, more that can be offered. So I'm hoping to, in my music career, also just really expand Pindi music and give people a broader idea of what it can actually be. I'm planning on actually stepping out with my brother. We want to form a duet together.
Oh, okay.
And actually, start. He plays the guitar. I sort of play the guitar, but otherwise we like to do collabs with all these great talents around the place.
Sure. Okay. I mean, you're basically just entering the Papua New Guinea music scene right now. What can you tell us about your style of music? Can you define that, or?
Yeah, I can. I do like a lot of different types of music, but personally, I don't really like typical local music.
Okay.
I've never really been a fan.
Fair enough. That's your opinion.
And if you ask me, oh, have you heard about this artist or this artist? I'll more often than not say, no, I haven't, sorry. But yeah, I've had a lot of exposure, I guess, attending international schools and participating in stuff like school musicals.
Yeah.
I've really grown fond of genres like jazz and even more acoustic, simple stuff. That's, I guess, more my style. I do like strings and classical music, and always when you manage to incorporate that into a song and give it a really nice feel, I mean, that's the stuff I'm into.
Yeah. Tell us about your influences.
My influences, my brother.
Okay.
A lot of his personal taste in music has reflected off me. I mean, he was the one that taught me how to play the guitar and all that stuff. So I mean, I've grown to sort of like his genre of music, which is a bit more alternative rock. But otherwise, he does like jazz and stuff a fair bit as well. Influences growing up, I was quite active in the school musicals in high school. So I was, for example, lead in Joseph and His Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in 2009, and in 2010 I was also the lead in a musical called Crazy for You, which is an old 1920s story. But basically there's a lot of sort of older jazz music and soul and stuff like that, so that's kind of swayed my taste. And I love listening to that kind of music. Artists like Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, the more modern Michael Bublé. Those guys are all I love those guys.
So blues, jazz.
But that, you know, I also really like more acoustic stuff. Jason Mraz, Bruno Mars, their singing styles are incredible, so that's also influenced what kind of music I like singing.
Okay, and you speak about musicals, you know, basically theater and all that. Will we see you more in those as well? Can we catch you on a play at the Port Moresby Arts Theatre?
I hope so. I hope so. Now that I have a bit more free time, I'm hoping to go back and join, because I have done 1 or 2 musical productions with the Moresby Arts Theatre.
Okay.
So I'd really like to get back on the stage, because I just love the stage. I love acting, love singing, and it's something that enables me to do both of that.
Okay.
So yes.
So what do you think about the entertainment industry in general here in Papua New Guinea?
I reckon it's lacking a fair bit of support. I mean, only recently stuff like sporting has received a lot of support, which is good, but I reckon besides sport, the art industry is very, very important.
That's true.
Like sport, art has a way of keeping young people, I mean, so that it keeps them away from bad influences and stuff. Music and art is one thing you can connect with people with. So I reckon it needs a lot more support. And once that's realized, more opportunities provided, opportunities like Vocal Fusion, then it'll really boom.
Okay, so as someone who's, you could say you're a role model now, with a lot of kids looking up to you, ever since Vocal Fusion, what can you say to these kids? What kind of advice can you give them?
Well, basically all I can say is if you've got the talent, if you've got the drive, if you want to sing, if you want to play an instrument, then do it. I know people do think that job stability and all that's important, but it's very important not to give up on stuff like your dreams and your hobbies and stuff that you're really interested in. So just persist. Your parents might tell you, is that really what you want to do? But if you know that's what you want to do it, because you will be rewarded for it, and rewarded for efforts you make.
So basically not be part of the status quo, but
No.
yeah, okay.
No, don't care about what other people say or think. You know, people be like, oh, you know, look at my Sam. Just completely ignore that and do what you want to do and what you love best. And don't think too much about what other people will think.
So basically that has a lot to do with the PNG mentality, you know, I mean, not that there's a PNG mentality, but basically a lot of, the majority of people think that, you know, stepping out of the normal or the average is just something to be mocked or something to, you know. But you seem like a young man that's just out there, very confident, very sure of yourself and your dreams. I mean, you're wearing a freaking bow tie. So I applaud that, and I hope you have many, many more successes in your life.
Thank you.
Some great and wise advice from Mr. Jacob Ilave. More when we come back.
There is Joseph, but way back in Gordon.
Oh, Gordon.
Yeah.
2006 was grade 8, 5 was grade 7, 4 was grade 6. So that's 2003. That was in grade 5.
10 years, 11 years ago.
Yikes.
He's a good child, and he's always kind of obedient, gently, and I think he never shout back at me or talk back. I think he is a good child, and just like the brothers and sisters, they are good. I think even before he was born, we always sing in a house. You know, we kind of sing in family. We just enjoy the sound of music. You know, to have sound singing ourselves. This year, there was a group of Waiwama who visited our home, and we just started jamming. And then he commented that, you know, we are like the Bontrack family, and I said, no, we can't compare with them. But he said to me, you are still a Bontrack family. His name was Greg. He's American, but yeah, he's very straightforward. He said that, yes, we just love singing. Yeah. But my favorite was the one when he as the main character, the musical Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I love that. I still think of the role that he played and when he was being put in prison, and when he sang that song, I think of it sometimes. I still like want to cry. Yeah, he just enjoys singing. Loves singing.
还有痛还要走，还有朋友一生一起走，那些日子不再有。一句话，一辈子，一生情，一杯酒，朋友不疼不当过。 一生朋友你会懂，还有伤，还有痛，还要走，还有我。
Just hope that you make a good role model, and I think even for the for vocal fusion, like keep saying, it's not so much just for the winning and for the money, because money can finish. Even 50,000, I think most of them are, a whole lot of them are gone. If we have won the tender, we put in a tender for the vehicle, and you know, if we have won that, we have finished the money already. So money is something that comes and goes. That is not the most important part. But then the example you set for the other young people, it is very important, but I think he might be a bit more conscious of what he's doing. I don't worry too much about him. I believe that he understands what is right and wrong, for the other young people to see.
Thanks to this lady right here.
And I just like to also encourage other young people that, you know, there is more to think, like if it is at home, give your mom a hand. You know, it is not just about helping your mom. It is, as you are doing it, you're building up your character in the process. That you are willing to be under somebody. So means that you are able to accept people's suggestion and recommendation and ideas. If you think that you know everything, there is a big loss for anybody. But we're all learning, and I think even Jacob won the vocal fusion. I think he's still learning. He's still learning, and as long as he have a learning spirit, I believe that, you know, it's good for him as well. Yeah, and I like all the young people out there and stop smoking or stop drinking or stop drugs like that. Instead, you know, pick up a song and start singing. Absolutely. You know, use your mouth for things like song. It's really good. You know, so do that instead of using your mouth to take drug or to smoke or to drink.
Or to chew boy.
Yeah. Or to chew boy. Chew boy maybe a little bit for occasional social thing. I mean, I'm not anti this,
yeah, she chews sometimes too.
I never took that. I never tried before. But I mean, I'm not kind of, you know, anti-social, but you know, a glass of wine with a meal is normal, but not saying that, you know, I'm completely out of drinks. I never drink I don't want to get drunk kind of thing. But young people, it's good to start singing, you know, just start singing. When you spend your time singing, even with your friend, change from drinking to singing. You know, it's who knows, if not 2015, maybe 2016 or 17, you might be the vocal fusion winner, but you know, start singing now instead.
Grey goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room, we don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, cause every song is like crystal Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash, we don't care. We're not caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals, cause it's a run in our blood. This kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Yeah, let me live that fantasy. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 cause we'll never be royals, cause it's a run in our blood. This kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different.
We finally come to the rapid fire round, the moment that all of you, I'm sure, have been looking out for, because this is apparently the section of the show that a lot of people enjoy and also criticize. So let's see how well you fare, Jacob. First question, a famous Papua New Guinean who you think is a mama's boy? Besides yourself, of course.
Oh, darn it. I don't know. The Prime Minister.
Ooh, why is that?
I don't know, he just, the way his manner, you know, like, you can sort of tell, you know, us fellow mama's boys know other fellow mama's boys.
But that's not a bad thing.
No, of course not.
It's a great thing.
It's an awesome thing.
Okay. A Papua New Guinean who you think is a drama queen?
Drama queen. Flair for the dramatic. Leanne.
Oh, God. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, because, can I explain that?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Oh, no, it's just really good. I mean, drama's a good thing, I reckon, if you're able to, like, you know, really
You know what?
good
I
job.
wear that crown loud and proud. Thank
All
you.
hail, all
Thank
hail.
you, Jacob. Who would you turn gay for? Ooh,
That's an interesting one.
that is interesting.
I don't know. There's not really. Oh, like just a Papua New Guinean. It could be anyone.
Anyone.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Man, his Uptown Funk, all that just got me going crazy all the
Yeah,
time.
that's a great song. That's a great song. A person you think needs a makeover?
Can I have more than one answer?
Yeah, sure.
So many people need makeovers. I don't offend anyone, but
Maybe your fellow contestants of Vocal Fusion? Someone?
my brother.
Oh my god.
My brother.
Okay.
Every single episode has refused to wear makeup or get his hair cut by the sponsors. So my brother,
Wow.
he needs a makeover.
Okay. So what would you do
Absolutely.
what would you do with him?
First of all, shave that mold stuff he's got going on his face.
Yeah.
You know, and
Okay.
then, yeah, like, give him a nice haircut,
Yeah.
trim it nicely. Absolutely, my brother needs a makeover. Yes, lock it in.
Okay. If you had not won Vocal Fusion, who would you have thought should have won?
That was a tough one to call, like I mentioned earlier, because I guess the talent was just all up there. But I reckon in terms of vocal maturity, my brother Stephen Ilave has just got that. So I've wanted him to win.
Wow,
Also,
so keep
yeah,
it in
yes.
the family.
Well, personal reasons as well. I'd wanted my brother to win.
Fair enough. Okay, an idea that changed your life.
Idea that changed my life. I'll mention Lisa's idea to me when she was talking about positivity, you know, and saying, do that, because all throughout these vocal fusion progression and all coming and even me ending up the winner, it's actually helped me, prepared me mentally, and so now I'm actually able to cope with a lot of what's happening now.
Great.
So,
Sure.
thank you, Lisa.
So 2 people who you would love competing for you, 2 girls.
Just because I have a bit of a silly boy crush, Samantha Clark, she's just an incredible singer.
Okay.
And what was the other one? Competing for me. They don't have to be local, do they?
No.
And of course the incredible Tori Kelly. Her voice, her control, everything, it's just incredible. And she's so pretty, and she plays the guitar, so yes.
Okay, stop drooling.
My bad.
Okay, what products would you endorse?
What products would I endorse? I don't know, I'd just support stuff, especially in the music industry. So, I mean, any music companies or any music products, yes, definitely.
Okay.
Be it amps, guitars, or whatever, I'd love to endorse those.
Okay.
But yeah,
So who's your inspiration in life?
my mother. It's just her selflessness, and like, you know, she decided to just on a whim go with my dad to this completely foreign country to her and settle down, and she's been here for 30 plus years.
Okay.
And through hardships, it hasn't been easy. I mean, personal family struggles and stuff, but she's just kept on through it all and managed to raise myself and my 7 siblings really well, and given us a really good foundation. I mean, her financial management skills, everything, you know, her attitude, her outlook in life. My mom's my role model.
Okay, amazing. So, what is your greatest possession in life?
I'd say my voice, because music and singing is something I love to do. I know if I didn't have my voice, I would be crushed. I'd probably kill myself.
Okay, okay. What would you find in the following people's bedroom? Liza Volokoro, Michael Blackwood, or Daryl Muka?
Do I have to choose one, or can I say all 3?
All 3.
Okay, Liza. Let's see. There would be an urn of hot water with honey and lemon next to it.
Okay.
There would also be a table covered with like makeup and hair products and all that, plus photographs of her son, of her family, all that. I'd find that in Lisa's room. Mike Blackwood. A set of weights, dumbbells, protein powders and stuff.
So he's really into his weight.
Well, I mean, just, I don't know. And then, hair gel and a comb. Plus, like full on those workout magazines and stuff because he's just so buff and stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
Daryl Muka.
Daryl Muka. Clothes everywhere. Dirty clothes everywhere. A big bottle of moisturizer next to his bedstand. Let's see what else. Scattered just everything everywhere. So anything of his, be it like headphones or shoes and all that, that'd be everywhere. And what else would I find in his room? Suits. Suits. In his wardrobe, you'd open and you'd just see all these like suits.
Okay. Marry, date, dump. Lauren Genia, Teresa Maria, or Samantha Clark?
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't want to dump any of them. No, but marry, date, dump. Well, Teresa, because she's like sisterly to me, I'd dump her.
Okay.
Samantha Clark and Lauren Genia. Interesting. Lauren's really pretty, but so is Samantha. I'd marry Samantha because of the voice and stuff, so we'd have pretty kids that sing well. Date Lorraine, dump Teresa.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. An unforgettable pickup line used on you, used on someone.
All right, when I've used on someone, it was brilliant. I read this online and I said that I have to do it. So I went to the supermarket and bought like 10 or something limes, like lemons. All right, so I was carrying them around, and then when I saw a pretty girl, I'm like, all right, I gotta use this. So what I do is make sure that I'm in sight. I drop the limes.
In front of her?
In front of her, and then I start to, pick them up slowly, and as I'm picking them up, I keep, being careless and dropping them.
Yep.
And then as I'm doing that and then she notices, and then she comes over and she's like, you okay? And I look up at her, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not very good at pickup limes. Oh!
Okay. That's pretty good, that's pretty good.
I know.
Okay, very cheeky, this Jacob Ilave, and that is all from us here tonight. From me and everyone at Rendezvous with Leanne. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Jacob, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And we shall see you all on the next episode of Rendezvous with Leanne. Good night.